welcome back. We're on the road. We're on the road because we are at Lighthouse, Salem in the Garden Parish of St. Anne. It's the opening, the grand opening of SCL Jamaica Limited. Listen to that name, get used to it. SCL Jamaica Limited. They've been around for quite a while, you know, since 1995. And we have with us the founder, yes, Mr. Stuart Dalgliesh. Good morning, Stuart Dalgliesh.
Good morning.
So, this company started way back in 1995. Were you just having a grand opening today?
Yeah, in 1995, we opened SCL Jamaica Limited, having already been working in Jamaica for 10 years. We were working previously with a company called CEK Jamaica Limited, and after CEK Jamaica Limited, we were working with Jones and Company, and then in 1995, we started SCL Jamaica Limited.
Yes, but there was a forerunner to SCL Jamaica Limited in the Eastern Caribbean.
SCL had its roots in the construction boom in Trinidad in 1979. We opened a company in St. Lucia to handle exports exclusively called Caribbean Technologies Limited. And last year, this time, we opened SCL Guyana Incorporated. So we are a regional company. We're very proud to be in all those territories, and we have an excellent client base, and more importantly, we have some fantastic staff that, as I say, always impress me.
Yes. Your Jamaican staff is led by your managing director, Clover Thompson.
That's correct. Clover actually was our first employee.
Very first?
Very first employee.
Back in 95?
Back in 95. Clover was chief cook and bottle washer. She was accountant, salesperson, bearer. Clover was everything. And somebody made Clover an offer that we could not match in those days. So she went over to run Tire King for many years. And then when Tire King closed down, I got a phone call saying she was on the job market. And she wasn't on the job market for very long.
After?
And really and truly, I think Clover has single-handedly grown SCL Jamaica to where it is today.
Oh, and tell me where it is today in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, we've actually grown fairly substantially. We started out, as I mentioned, in being one of the largest suppliers of concrete admixtures and civil engineering products. Today, we are still one of the largest suppliers of concrete admixtures and civil engineering products, and we're trusted fairly extensively. We have, however, expanded whereby we are the largest distributor of Milwaukee tools in Jamaica. And we're now in the process of putting together our own service department, once again to improve our service to our customers.
For those who don't know, Milwaukee Tools, what's the core business there?
Milwaukee actually has diversified themselves. Milwaukee used to be one of the best reputed heavy-duty electrical tools, hammer drills, drills, demolition drills. But Milwaukee have now diversified where they have a complete range of both AC volt, and they are the world leader at the moment in lithium technology, where they have a new drill called Fuel, where, like for instance, a 12-volt Fuel will completely outperform an 18-volt normal lithium battery. The technology is amazing.
Yes.
And they've also diversified into very specialized tools in the way of electrical testers and heavy-duty screwdrivers, pliers, drill bits. So anything to do on that, it's under the Milwaukee brand, and it really pays for itself.
Yeah. So right now, after more than 20 years in Jamaica, are you beginning to see this market turn in a way that is very encouraging?
I actually saw that probably about 6 years ago. About 6 years ago, I was telling my Jamaican friends and customers, because they're one and the same. Over the years, we've developed a very good relationship. But I have been seeing 6 or 8 years ago that the mentality in Jamaica was changing. And I was seeing a lot of investment from the Jamaican businessmen and the Jamaican population into Jamaica. I have been telling constantly my Trinidad-based friends and business friends that we are missing the bus. You all have adopted and embraced your junior stock exchange. And Jamaica is now, in my opinion, on the cusp of expansion. I don't wish a boom on anybody, because a boom has no long-term sustainability. But Jamaica is in a growth mode. And my personal opinion, over the next 10 years, I see Jamaica and Guyana ruling the Caribbean.
Ruling the Caribbean?
Ruling the Caribbean.
The two sick men of the Caribbean?
That's correct.
Why? Guyana and Jamaica?
Well, two totally different reasons.
Yes.
Jamaica, because of, number one, Jamaica has a patriotism second to none in the world. Jamaica, and rightfully so, they're extremely proud of Jamaica. They're extremely proud of their successes. They're very proud of Jamaican products. And Jamaica has now gone through what Trinidad went through in the 70s, which is the IMF, right? So having tightened the belt, having cut all the expenses, you are now poised, and as I mentioned, the Jamaican mentality has changed, where the Jamaican is investing very heavily. He's not borrowing, he's investing. So I see Jamaica on the cusp of significant and long-term growth. Guyana I see totally different. Guyana, unfortunately, is going to grow the way of Trinidad, which is short-term growth, and hopefully they learn from Trinidad's lessons, but they're going to grow on oil, they're going to have a lot of money. They're going to waste a lot of money, but hopefully they learn from Trinidad and they manage it a lot better.
Good. I detect, is it a Trinidadian accent or a Barbadian accent?
I'm actually a Caribbean man. I was born in Barbados. When I was 2 weeks old, I lived for 4 years in Guyana. And when I was 4.5 years old, I moved to Trinidad, where I grew up.
So you don't see yourself as a Barbadian or Trinidadian?
No, I'm a Caribbean man.
Caribbean man.
I think I'm the original Caribbean man. And on Sunday, I discovered something that it even blew me away. Family history always had it that my great-great-great-grandfather was a Presbyterian preacher, and he left Scotland to go to Guyana. And playing around on the internet, I came across a document where the same Reverend John Dalgliesh had spent time in Chapelton Church in Salem Church in Chapelton. And in fact, apparently...
Here in St. Anne?
No.
Clarendon?
In Clarendon.
Oh.
And during that period of time, apparently, my great-great-great-grandmother contracted yellow fever and died.
What year was that?
1865. And on Sunday, a friend picked me up, and we went driving, and I actually found my great-great-great-grandmother's grave.
Really?
It was situated just behind the church in a point of prominence, where everybody driving in and out sees the grave. So I have Jamaican roots.
Deep roots. Oh, isn't that something? So you told the entire family? Yeah, man. That went on Facebook, and Pumpkin Vine family over in Australia and America, and all of them have that now, because that's their ancestor as well. And they will now have to make the trek to the gravesite. Well, there's my first cousin, Dalgliesh. Their mother was Jamaican, and my first cousin, Patricia Dalgliesh, actually married a Hart. And the response I got on the Facebook was that they grew up in Jamaica and they never knew that grave was there. Oh, there you go. Anyway, SCL Jamaica Limited. So what will we be doing here today? Basically, for the past 4 or 5 years, we have been looking to open a branch on the North Coast. We're acutely aware that we give very good service, our prices are excellent, our customers are happy with us. But unfortunately, Jamaica is so big compared to the rest of the Caribbean
that it's very inefficient to try to sell and deliver goods and give good service to the North Coast when you're based in Kingston, in corporate area. So for the past 4 or 5 years, we've been looking for a location, and towards the end of last year, Clover identified here. And today, basically, it's kind of like fly the flag, cut the ribbon,
Yes.
you know, but ultimately, by the end of this week, SCL Salem will be a fully stocked branch of SCL with the same inventory that we have in Kingston. We're going to have a truck resident here, we have a driver here, we have computer links, so anybody can walk in with a purchase order or cash order and basically pick it up. And more importantly, our regular customers that used to have to wait 3 or 4 days to get goods from Kingston can now pick up the phone, and literally within hours we can have it delivered.
Very well, very well. Well, we'll be here to mark the occasion with you. Thanks very much, Mr. Stuart Dalgliesh.
Thank you very much.
So you must be related to the former footballer Kenny.
Pumpkin vine, but very distant pumpkin vine.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much.
As I said before, it's good because you can do about 5 different things. You can use it to protect against rust. You use it to moisture displacement. You can use it as a penetrant and loads of other things. This is a product to have especially at this part of the island. Alright? Because you know salt. Yes. So it's the product we have. So you have a basic idea. And I also always recommend that in the house we have one.
We're coming to you from Salem in St. Anne. It's a new distribution center warehouse that is about 3,000 feet of warehouse space for a company called SCL Jamaica Limited. They're about to make the expansion in Jamaica. They've been here since 1995 and for 22 years. Yes, I'm actually about everything because they're in the civil engineering construction business. Winery is parts. Their business development manager is Camille Minor. Good afternoon, Mr. Minor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hughes.
So, SCL Jamaica, walk us through your product line.
Okay, we serve a wide variety of industries with various products. So our products are first and foremost geared towards the concrete industry. Everything concrete, we provide additives to improve or to differentiate the characteristics of the concrete that they want to achieve. So we are big in the, as you said before, the civil engineering field, the construction industry. We are also in the industrial engineering, where it comes to manufacturing, food manufacturing specifically. We offer food safe greases and lubes. We offer additives to lubes and greases that improve the performance of the existing lubes and greases. We are also the distributor for Milwaukee Power Tools. So our industry spans a wide area across the technical and the operation, manufacturing and civil construction industry.
And some of your key business partners?
We have a lot of key business partners. All of the premix, the ready-mix concrete companies are our partners. We also serve the larger contracting companies in Jamaica. So when you speak to companies like Terrestrial Limited, Tankwell, a lot of these companies are our business partners. Roundabouts. Yes. Major contractor. All these contractors have been our business partners and customers over the years. Yes. They do, and we were just speaking to some of our customers who are finding it very, very wonderful for us to be here to add that presence and that intimate feel, because at SCL we are not just a product supplier, we are a solutions company, and we integrate with our customers and our business partners. Actually, you might hear me using the words interchangeably. Customers, business partners. Our customers are our business partners because we integrate with these businesses and we allow them to become more effective at what they do, to be more profitable at what they do. That's what our solutions do with our business partners.
Yeah. And SCL solutions, providers that provide solutions in this business.
It is critical to the growth and development and economy of any country. It is a very critical industry.
Thank you very much.
All right, welcome back. We are coming to you from the grand opening of SCL Jamaica Limited, right here in Lighthouse, Salem, St. Ann, just outside of Runaway Bay on Jamaica's beautiful north coast. And we have with us the managing director of SCL Jamaica, Clover Thompson. So you were telling me you found this location and you're now servicing your customers. How is the business doing?
The business has been doing very well. There have been times when we've had our challenges,
yes,
but we have stood ground and we have, for the most part, done, I think, extremely well, in spite of.
Yes.
And we want to continue with that growth, with being business partners. I mean, maybe when we started out, as with most people, we think we would sell a product here and sell a product there. Now we are aiming to be and have become business partners with our allies and our customers.
Yeah.
You know, we can find out, having knowledge of the type of business, we can find out what products are needed. We offer them. We come in. We see what the usage is over a period of time. We ensure that if you have been using a number of a particular item, it's time for you to refurbish, you know, to replenish your inventory. So we
and remind us of the core business.
The core business is products for the construction industry, products for the hospitality industry, the bauxite companies, the sugar companies, warehousing, housing development, road construction, bridge construction. We have products that span so wide.
For example, what's the best-selling product?
Admixtures. A chemical admixture is a product that goes into the batching of concrete, the manufacturing of concrete. Concrete basically, and I don't want to overstep my but concrete basically is cement, aggregate, water. And when you add an admixture, you get particular results. If you want to retard, if you want to superplasticize, if you want to quicken the hydration, if you want to slow the hydration, if you want to make a light concrete, air entrained, and various technical jargon.
Yeah.
But we also have geosynthetics, geotextiles, which are fabric for stabilization of underlayment. Our geotextiles was used extensively in rehabilitation of the Palisades Road.
Okay.
It was used also in the rehabilitation of the Portmore Causeway. I think you may remember that when the Portmore Causeway was first done, the road became very uneven and whaley very quickly. We had approached the project people and said, use the product, and they didn't. After the road failed, they used the product. Portmore Causeway has been a beauty for years. So, it is that the products might cost some money in the beginning, but in the long run, the maintenance is much, much less.
So you sell solutions?
We sell solutions. That's exactly what we do. And this is why this is now being known as the Solution Store. We sell solutions.
So this store, this distribution centers, where I was working in Lighthouse here in Salem, this is going to prepare some new jobs?
Absolutely. We started with 2, especially in here. And we have scope for additional salespersons. And we're definitely growing. We're going to create jobs. We're going to create opportunities for businesses. We're going to educate. Part of it is education as well. Because a lot of people build, the discerning builder knows what he wants. But sometimes the regular builder just builds based on what he used to know. So education is a part of it, where we will let the user know the advantages of using our products, or greases. Bearings in machineries is what breaks down quickest. When you have bearings failing in your machines, you have downtime, you have production down, you have, costs increases and so on. And with our greases, we lose less bearings, and whatever their value will be. Everybody speaks to their own. The tools, the Milwaukee Power Tools, are extremely good, and there are those who believe in them. And then we have our construction side of things with the waterproofing and the growth, structural growths and repair materials and so on. The line is extensive.
It's all about SCL Limited. It's run by the name of Cuba Thompson. Thanks very much for inviting us to share.
It has been our pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We're being joined by Anna Linskin. She is territory manager in the Caribbean for Milwaukee Tools. Good afternoon. Is it Linskin?
Yes.
Oh, got it right. Anna. Yeah, so what are you doing in Jamaica, Anna?
I'm here with SCL this week to launch this new location up in Salem, St. Anne, of SCL Jamaica Limited.
And tell me a little bit about Milwaukee Tools.
Milwaukee was started in the U.S. back in the early 1900s, and we've grown all over the world ever since. It's an American company. It still is. All of the headquarters are still in the U.S. And now...
Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm. Right in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Just north of Chicago.
And that's a long history. Yeah,
yeah, actually, the first tool we made was a hole shooter to help make the airplanes for the U.S. in World War I. Not many people know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ah, so your product line now?
Now the product line, we don't make hole shooters for airplanes. It started out with mostly construction tools like drills and saws, and everything was corded back then. But about a little over a decade ago, cordless technology really took off, so battery-operated tools.
Yes.
And now we've been able to innovate on the battery slowly. So everything is lithium-ion batteries, and the focus of the future of power tools in general is cordless. Where some people might say, "Oh, not in the third world, not in countries outside of the States," but that's not the case. We've had exponential growth in cordless battery tools in the past, especially the past 5 years.
So you now distribute all over the world?
Correct, we do. And I'm on the team that's part of Latin America and the Caribbean. So I manage most of the Caribbean islands. Jamaica is one of the top focuses in the Caribbean. And we've grown year over year. I've been coming here for about this is my 6th year coming to Jamaica. I speak a little patois if you want.
Yeah, let me hear it. Don't be shy to speak your patois. But the pattern of growth in Jamaica, describe that for me. What kind of growth are you seeing for the demand for your product?
So we really focus on the end user. So while we have our products in a store with the display and you can come in and look around, we really try to reach the user, and that's something that SCL does very well. They have a sales representative, Mr. Russell, dedicated solely to Milwaukee here in Jamaica, and he is not behind a desk or sitting in the store waiting for the customer to come to him. Rather, he's out in the field going to you, and he's focused on the user. And so he's visiting customers in this car all day. We've given him what we call demo tools so that he's equipped. He doesn't just go show up with a catalog. We want you to try the tool, and we want the tool to prove itself in the field. And that's proven very successful in these past 5 years, especially.
Your power tools?
Correct.
Power tools?
Yep, saws, drills. We've recently gotten into hydraulic tools, so when you think about crimping the distribution lines outside, like what JPS does when they're up on those bucket trucks when you see them.
Yes.
They're using crimpers, and you can use a manual crimper, and a big, strong linesman all day will crimp connectors so that you all over Jamaica have power. Well, now we have a tool. It's a hydraulic battery-operated crimper that runs off of the same battery as your drill that you could use on a construction site or at home. So the key is to keep the battery the same externally so it fits on your tools from 2008. But if you buy a new drill today, you will be able to use that same battery on that tool from 2008. We are keeping everything the same externally so it fits, but changing and innovating internally inside the battery, the technology, the lithium cells. Because if you look at a cell phone, you've seen how that's changed over the years. In the beginning, they were huge, and they were flip phones. Now, almost everyone has a smartphone. It's a lot thinner, it's a lot smaller, because technology changes.
Right.
So the batteries now are lighter. They last longer. They don't have a memory, so you don't have to charge them all the way up. You can put the battery on for 30 minutes and give it a little bit of juice so that you can finish your job. Or you put it on and go to bed for 7 hours, and it'll finish charging within the hour, but it won't kill the battery to have it sit there on the charger. Right. They're just smarter, just like their smartphones. Tools are smarter these days.
Yes. So, having been around for so long, what's the next big idea coming out of Milwaukee Tools?
Well, a big focus is the hydraulic tools that run off that same battery, so crimpers and cutters. Lighting, interestingly enough, the fastest growing category in the past year in the U.S. for Milwaukee has been cordless lights. So not drills, not saws, but cordless lights. So if you look over at the display, I know people listening can't see this, but we've gotten into lighting, and it runs off that same 18-volt battery. And everything is LED. So we're talking about, we're looking at more safety on the job site because you don't have extension cords running. We're talking about cost savings because halogen lights, they make one fall from wind or someone knocks it over, they're done. You have to go buy another one. So while our lights are a bit more expensive, it's a long-term investment that makes sense because when they fall, they won't break. You don't have an extension cord that's risky on the job that someone's going to get hurt. It's operated by a battery.
Yeah. And the next 5 years, how you see the Jamaican market?
We see, like I heard Mr. Dalgliesh say before, we see that it's in a boom. We see lots of opportunity we haven't uncovered yet. We see it there, but I think the reach has been limited, and with something like this physical location up on the North Coast, this is going to be very important for us.
Okay. Thank you very much. Anna Lynn Skins. She is the country manager for Jamaica, in fact, the territory manager for the Caribbean.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First, let me welcome you all to SCL Jamaica Limited, the grand opening of our Salem Center brand. It's a pleasure to have us all here. I want to start out by introducing first some of our very special guests and our customers over the years. Some of our customers we have with us today. We have Mr. Rojas and Mr. Wisdom from Terrestra Limited. We want to just thank them very much. We have Mr. Juan Diaz from San Paul, and A round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Diaz. Quite of our customers are on their way or have been otherwise engaged with some emergencies based on our line of business. But again, I want to thank us all for being here. We are here from 10 till 1 today, and it is the opening of our new branch office, and it's a very welcoming opportunity, especially for our customers on this side of the island. I want to also welcome our CEO, Mr. Stuart Dalgliesh. Thank you, welcome. Our chairman, SCL Jamaica Limited, Mr. Silburn Clark. Thank you. Our managing director, Miss Clover Thompson. Welcome. And we have our brand managers from Milwaukee who are here with us, Anna and William. We want to say thank you very much for them as a part of our manufacturers. And this is the SCL Jamaica team. We want to say thank you also to our staff and our team, both from Kingston, those who are here, and those who are the new staff who are based here out in Salem, Centan. I want to say thank you for all the work that you have done, and welcome to everyone. We have our media partner here with us, who is Nationwide News Network, and I want to just give them a round of applause. The team is over there. Good. And today we are just moving quickly into the formal aspect of the launch and the grand opening of our Salem Centan. And at this point, I want to ask the Lord's covering and presence over our proceeding. And we invite Alric Russell, our Business Development Executive, Milwaukee Tools, to just open in prayer for us, please. Mr. Russell?
Good morning, everyone. Let us bow our heads as we ask God's guidance in our midst. Let us pray. Loving Almighty Father who art in heaven, we want to thank you, Lord, for spare life to be here this morning. We want to thank you, Lord, for the goodness of your love and your mercy towards us. We want to thank you for everything that you are about to do for us this morning, and especially for this company, SCL Jamaica Limited. We ask, oh Father, that as we open our wings, Lord, and spread, that you will be with us, that you will direct us, that you will keep us. And Lord, may all our dreams, our goal, and our success come true. May you continue to lead us, Father, and may we bond together as a family. Be with our customers wherever they are from this morning as they come to share with us. We ask that you bless them to bless their business and help us all that at the end of today, all of us will be victorious. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. Amen. And as we say, we are just moving directly into the program because it will be a very interactive session throughout the day. And at this time, I'd like to ask our CEO, Mr. Stuart Dalgliesh, to just come and give a brief history of SCL Group of Companies into the development and opening of SCL Jamaica Limited. Stuart Dalgliesh.
Good morning. SCL was formed in 1979 primarily to take advantage of the construction boom that was taking place in Trinidad. Initially, our business was primarily admixtures for the concrete industry, as well as specialized systems and products for the building and civil engineering industry. Construction boom in Trinidad turned very quickly into a recession when the price of oil collapsed, and SCL was forced to go into local manufacturing because we just couldn't afford to import finished products from Europe and the United Kingdom. So in 1985 we started manufacturing, and primarily because the Trinidad industry didn't have sufficient volumes, we were forced to go looking into the export market to gain sufficient volumes to survive. My first trip in export was to St. Martin, and then a week later to Jamaica. And we started doing business in Jamaica just about 1985 with a company called CEK Caribbean Limited. or CK Jamaica Limited. And about 3 years later, we started doing business with a company called Derrick Jones Limited. The opportunity presented itself whereby we thought that we could offer a better service and we could do a better job if we did it by ourselves. And in 1994-1995, we formed SCL Jamaica Limited. Our one employee, our first employee, our only employee, was Clover Thompson. Clover was accountant, she was salesperson, she was bearer, right? She did just about everything. And unfortunately, about a year or two later, we lost Clover, where she went to run a tire company. And luckily for us, several years later, we got a call that she was on the job market, and she wasn't on the job market for very long. Late in the 1990s, once again, Trinidad was kind of going through a boom, and we valued our export business so much that we recognized that we had to focus on the export business, and we formed a company in St. Lucia called Caribbean Technologies Limited. Caribbean Technologies is still our export division, where they do nothing but service and supply our export companies. In 2016, February 2016, we opened our own company in Guyana, which is called SCL Guyana Incorporated. So at the moment, the SCL Group has operations in Jamaica, St. Lucia, Trinidad, and Guyana. And we deal with companies through stocking distributors from Suriname in the south to Cuba in the north. So we are a Caribbean company. We are a Caribbean company. About 4 or 5 years ago, we recognized that in order to improve our service, especially to our customers on the North Coast, we recognized that we needed a location somewhere on the North Coast, because the distance between corporate area, Kingston, and the North Coast was just so far that it cost customers and it cost us too much money to deliver. And more importantly, too much time was being wasted just driving in a car. After several years, last year, mid-last year, Clover identified this location. And today, I am very, very proud to say that we're finally here. And it's our intention that our Salem branch will actually be a mirror of our Kingston branch, where we expect to have almost all our products on the shelf for customers either just to walk in, or for our credit customers, pick up a phone, place an order. We're also going to be having like a 3-ton truck based in Salem, so that literally within an hour, right, you should be able to get the goods that you're accustomed waiting 3-4 days for. So my thanks goes out to Clover and her team for all the work that they've done putting in here, and more importantly to our loyal customers who have been with us since 1985. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Dalgliesh. And again, a brief history of SCL, a company today that has charted its way into the waters and into the industry of the Caribbean, being business partners to industries and companies across the Caribbean and not just product suppliers. And a testimony to this is that we here at SCL can speak all we want, but it speaks volumes when it does come from our customers and our business partners. And at this time, I'm pleased to invite Mr. Rojas, the engineering project manager of Terrestrial Limited, to just come and to say what SCL has been to him and his entity over the years. Mr. Rojas, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Rojas. Well, thank you to SCL Group to let us share our experience for being your customers. For the rest, the experience has been really, really good so far, because the products you sell and the personalized customer service you offer, the installation of the products and the delivering are really, really good, and they are always on date for us to accomplish the work we have been working on. I really say thank you for the initiative to move closer to us, because of that we're gonna be like more efficiency for us to be so close to us. And I don't know, what else can I say? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rojas. Thank you. And that is our objective. We are a solutions provider entity. We don't just provide products. We partner with our business partners and we add value and efficiency to their operation. It's more than just a product. And that is the core of SCL's value. That is what we preach. You know, anybody can supply products, but it takes a business partner to invest with your business as a partner and ensure the viability, the growth, success, and prosperity of your company. And that is what we at SCL do. And without any further ado, I want to invite, as Mr. Dalgliesh describes her, our managing director, or head cook and bottle washer, or our leader locally. I want us to put our hands together as we welcome Miss Clover Thompson, our Managing Director, SCL Jamaica Limited. Miss Thompson.
Good morning, everybody. And if there's anybody here from Salem, good morning, Salem. It is our joy to be here. This has been long in coming, and we are so pleased and so proud. Yesterday it rained blessings, today it's sunshiny, and it's just absolutely great. I am overwhelmed today because this is a dream that has finally come true for us to be opening our solution store here in Salem St. Anne. As was said before, we looked for a long time. We had our focus on Montego Bay. A very dear friend of mine, and among us today are our staff, our well-wishers, and among our well-wishers is my very good friend Carmen Brown, who was very instrumental in helping us to get this location. It is in here in Salem on the Main. It is visible. It is very easily accessible to customers in Montego Bay, all the way to Westmoreland, to Ocho Rios, and in this corridor where I know hotel construction has been going on and will continue to go on. SCL Jamaica, as you know, has been here since 1995, started out as Specialist Chemicals Limited, which was focused on specialized chemicals for the construction industry, admixtures, repair compounds, structural grouts, connectors, epoxies, anchoring material, and so on. And as we grew, in 2002, we graduated from Specialist Chemicals and joined the rest of our group through the Caribbean and was called SCL Jamaica Limited. And that now encompasses the addition of Milwaukee Power Tools. We are one of the authorized distributors here in Jamaica. As well, Lubrilab Incorporated appointed us their authorized distributors for an excellent line of industrial greases and additives. We are authorized dealers also for the Simpson Strong Tie line of connectors, galvanized and stainless steel. Their epoxy and mechanical anchors, their chemical and mechanical anchors, as well as the fastening line. And those products have grown, the need for those products and the requirement for those products have grown so much over recent years. We also are very successful with our line of Tremco waterproofing and sealant products used extensively in what is called the built environment, or the housing solutions, and in many applications. So we are growing, and through that growth we have expanded 101, Salem. Who knows what's going to come next, perhaps Montego Bay and other locations. Our customers have been invaluable to us, and they continue to believe in us, and I know that now that we're closer to a lot of the end users, we will grow even more than we have before. Our market spans from the engineers, architects, the project developers, all the way to a homeowner who wants to do it yourself. So we are here for everyone, and I just want to say once again that SCL is here. As Mr. Maynard pointed out, we are business partners with you. We don't just sell products. We have personnel on our team who are technically savvy, and we are now known as the solution store. But first, we used to have our mantra being quality, service, technology. And I know that our quality is superb, our service is impeccable, and we strive for that. And our technology has been cutting edge. We will continue to serve all of our customers across the island and look forward to bigger and better things ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Thompson. And as you heard it, there is second to none in SCL. At this moment, I'm just going to have the ceremonial demonstration of the official opening of our branch. And I would like to ask our CEO, and again, Ms. Thompson, to, at this moment, just actually cut the ribbon to signal the official opening of our...
We got the keys this time, right?
We got the keys this time. So we want to just ask Mr. Dalgliesh and Ms. Thompson to move over to the ribbon area. Right. Mr. Clark, our chairman. Right, so at this moment, we have the ceremonial representation of our leaders. Mr. Silburn Clark with the scissors in his hand, accompanied by Miss Clover Thompson and Mr. Stuart Dalgliesh. And please go ahead, sir, and officially open Salem Center to our customers for business. After 3, 1, 2, 3, go! Yay! Can we please try opening the door this time? Hey, so yes, we got it right. So Salem Center, ladies and gentlemen, is officially open to serve our North Coast customers and customers in general, from wherever you might be. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a momentous opportunity and special occasion for us, the SCL family, and our customers. And at this time, I'm going to ask our chairman, Mr. Silburn Clark, to just offer a vote of thanks to the persons who are here, the persons who made this opportunity special, and just say thank you to us all. Mr. Clark.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Small problem there. First of all, on behalf of the board of SCL, it is my great pleasure to thank all those persons that have come here today, to thank the testimonials that we have had and those that we will have. A few moments ago, I cut a ribbon into a door that I expect at least 150,000 people to go through in the next 2 years.
There we go.
We, as you will realize, are a very motivated and driven company, and that didn't happen by chance. I would like personally, on behalf of the board, to thank our staff, the 15 members of staff, both in Kingston and here at SCL. It would be remiss of me also, though, not to mention the fact that many, many other persons in the background have assisted us throughout the years and continue to assist us. One of our longest-serving clients, friends, we had hoped he would have been here today. Can I mention John? Unfortunately, he has not been able to. But we know that our reach and our friendship and fellowship throughout the community is very, very deep. And I know that SCL is here not only to stay, but as our managing director said, to grow. So again, on behalf of the staff and the board of SCL, we thank everyone for coming. We know that it will be an experience for some of you. Some of you will not have realized some of the products that we have and the way in which these products will contribute to your development of your companies and your teams. On behalf of SCL, we thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. And as we move forward into the day, as I said, our media partner is here. We are here from 10 to 1. And please, at the end of the ceremony, please feel free to integrate. Our salespersons are here to speak with you, demonstrate our products, and to basically to give you a feel of what our products and services are. So at this moment, before we close off officially the ceremony aspect of it, I want to invite again with us our Managing Director, Mrs. Clover Thompson, to just say our final words for the ceremony and to close off formally for us. Mrs. Thompson?
For those who have made the effort to be with us, customers, friends, I can clearly see that the interest already is peaked with some of our products. Excellent. We move forward into partnering, into getting our growth going with gusto. So thanks again for everybody being here, and let's just be the best that we can be and be better than we were yesterday. Thank you.